at Doggone Good Disc, and we have a new challenge for us today.
So Lincoln is going to give us his recommendation for 3 discs for a new player. Courtney and I are going to be digging through the used bin and looking around the store for the best deals that we think we could find for $30 or less to start playing with. And then we're going to go out and play a little bit of disc golf with those discs. So I'm a new player in the Atlanta area, and I've walked in to Doggone Good Disc Golf, and I say, what am I looking at?
All right.
What kind of things do I need to be looking for as a new player?
So first off, a lot of people, they come in and the first thing they say is, I want the fastest disc you can possibly give me because I want to throw as far as possible. So right off the bat, what I recommend for beginners is forget that, because we're not going to offer you any driver whatsoever. We're going to focus on putters, we're going to focus on mid-ranges, and possibly a fairway driver, depending on how it feels in hand. So let's start with the putter. My main thing is, most people decide what feels better in their hand immediately, a beaded putter or a non-beaded putter, beadless. So here's 2 examples, the Phi and the Penrose, okay? So we would say, all right, what feels better? Because to me, that is the most important thing when you're learning to putt. Find a disc that fits good in your hand. And so once they decide whether it's beaded or non-beaded, we would show them a variety of things. But to me, again, I'm talking about feel. I want you to walk away with something that's already feeling comfortable in your hands. For mid-ranges, we would recommend a more neutral mid-range, Mako 3, Buzz, possibly a Buzz SS, Discmania Origin. One that has been super popular recently is the MVP or Axiom Hex. Great, I think, for beginners, can hold various lines that you put it on. Again, my intended purpose for a beginner would be a more neutral flight, not something that's going to be too overstable, too understable. And then from that point, again, if we're talking fairway drivers, it's going to be something that has the ability to offer some turn or stay more neutral with less power. I don't want to put anything into someone's hand that's going to be immediately too overstable, where it just hooks left for a right-hand backhand thrower. I don't want them to get discouraged.
So I'm going to start with my putter. Let's see, I think I saw a Judge in here. And so a Judge has a bead on it, a micro bead. It's also like one of your most common putters out there. So I'm going to pull the Judge out. It's marked at $4, so it gives me a little bit more wiggle room for my $30 challenge. Okay, so I'm going to go with the Bounty for my mid-range. It's pretty straight. I think it'll do really good on this course. We're going to Swanee Creek, so it can hold a good line and then tail off at the end. And I think for my driver, I'm going to go with this used Riki Kawasaki Star Destroyer. So I throw one of these right now. It's a lightweight disc, so it's 156, and I think it will be pretty good to sit up and then end for me. If you're relatively new, don't get discouraged if it's constantly going left. The more you practice your pull through, then the more you're going to get that where it sits up and then finishes left.
So I've been looking through the used bin, this Relay, which is a little bit lower speed. Should be a little bit understable just by the flight. And then also the weight is a little bit lower on this one. So I'm thinking I'm going to start off with that and then work the rest of my stuff around this. This one is $10 out of the used bin because the used bin is the way to go when you're getting going. You can get really premium discs for a lot cheaper. Alright, so I started with the Relay, a little bit understable, lighter weight driver. And then I found this Mustang. It's by a company called Mint Discs, and I've been told that these are similar to a Buzz. So they should be pretty straight, probably a little bit of fade. And then I think I'm also going to do this Prodigy P Model US. Not my favorite feeling putting putter, but it's a great feeling throwing putter, and I can putt with it decently well. So that's kind of a nice middle of the road for me if I'm only going with 3. That's what I would favor having. We're at Swanee Creek Park. We just went by a doggone good disc, and we got 3 discs for $30 or less. And the idea here is that we're going to play around with just these 3 discs. Theoretically, these would be pretty good beginner discs, things that you might want to look for when you're first starting out.
So for this first hole, they've actually added a new pin location that's down into the left. So I'm going to start with the destroyer. I'm going to throw it backhand, and I'm going to see if I can get it all the way down to the pin. I think the hole said it was like 249. So here we go. Okay, so that did not sit up like I thought it was going to.
Alright, so I have no idea where the hole is, but I'm going to try this Mustang because Courtney said it's about 250 feet. Probably could get the putter there, but first throw of the day, you know, we're going to need a little bit of help, so let's see what this does. Hit a nice tree. Good putt.
I'm gonna go with the Star Destroyer again. I'm gonna put it on some good hyzer, and we're gonna see if I can get all the way down to the basket, which is a super sharp dog leg left. At least played ping pong and came back the fairway.
I'm going to go with a relay here. I'm going to give it a lot of hyzer, like a super spike hyzer angle. Because it's so light, I'm hoping it's going to flip up and carry left. This is the opposite approach to what Courtney just did, so let's see if it works any better. It really did not flip at all. Did not throw it hard enough.
Never forehanded a bounty, so we're going to see what happens. Okay. Not near as far enough, but it'll work. Ooh, slow down. He just gassed that like 50 feet past the basket.
This is for par.
That ain't it, Chief.
That ain't it, Chief. But way too far. I was back on the edge of circle 2 again.
Oh, sit down.
This hole is like 160 feet up the hill to the left. There's only really one gap, and it's not a very good one, so.
Got up there.
Like halfway up the hill, edge of the circle, not great.
So let's see if I can hit the gap. Definitely accidentally gave it Anheuser. Some days you got it, some days you don't. Today I don't. out with the bounty. Maybe that'll do me some good after it's failed me a few times. Money. Great throw. We have jumped on over to hole 13. It's only 130 feet to an island hole. It's in the short position, and we're gonna do a throw off all 3 discs who can land the island hole, and maybe we'll even get an ace run. So Mike and I are gonna go head to head, and we'll see who has the best touch on the approach and who has the best disc selection that might either ace it or get it into the island green. We're gonna do this by points, so you get 1 point by making the island, you get 2 points if you draw a medal, and 5 points if you get an ace. But let's be honest, if you ace it, you should probably just win anyway. We ain't scoring today. All right, let me see if I can correct that with the bounty.
130 feet.
I know, it was just a misfire. All I have left is my Star Destroyer. This is bad. Okay, so basically I just need to barely jump it. No. Okay, well that was a big old goose egg from me, so let's see what Mike does with his discs. I did not even see where that went.
100 feet past the basket. I'm gonna go for that big putt. Just barely too short.
Oh. Oh! That was so close to being in. Mike.
Alright, so I got one off the island, no points. My P model US is like way over there, no points. But we did get one. We got one on the island, plus it hit metal, so 3 points for me. Let's see where Courtney's was.
Yeah, we have one way over there by the road. You can see it glistening. We've got the judge here, and I'll be honest, I don't even know where the Star Destroyer went. Mike?
It was like 100 feet over there. Alright guys, that's going to be it from Swanee Creek and the 3-disc starter challenge. Hope you guys enjoyed watching that. This is probably going to be our first video on the channel, so be on the lookout for some more.
Yeah, go ahead and give this video a like if you appreciated our effort. If you want to stay tuned, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And yeah, we really appreciate you watching. Comment what your 3 discs would be below. If you were just going to tell anybody like your top 3 discs you would say any starter must have. We'd love to know that below.
Sounds good. Today, Mike won. Today, Courtney lost.
Yeah, I'll take the L. But you know what? Next time, you know we coming back with a vengeance. So next time, you know, the ladies will dominate. I'm calling it.
All right. See you guys.